Hello and welcome everyone again to another video, and in today's video I have the team I promised you guys to feature, and I know I did not post it before just for one reason, because the more to be honest, when I post a video about a team I can never use that team again on stream, which is something you guys might find it fair. I was 2650 and now I am at 2850. Today is April 8th, I think. So we climbed on a decent run, 200 MMR with this team. And I said, and when I made the guide about the best teams in the Open Ultra League, that there is a Pokemon that is insanely good, but people just don't respect it because they fear the Poliwrath. And it's a fair argument because Poliwrath is just insanely OP. And the Pokemon I'm talking about here is Guzzlord. Why Guzzlord? To be honest, having Dark plus Dragon typing in the current meta is insanely good because you destroy Feraligatr. The A/ matchup is not bad because, you know, like, you're a dragon, so it's supposed to be a bad matchup against Steel Ice. That's like two of the worst matchups you could see. It's not bad. It's not a bad one. And people like leading stuff like Gligar, Jellicent, Mandibuzz, Greedent, even the most obnoxious Pokemon in the entire Ultra League. All these stuff get owned by Guzzlord. And we have Cress here, no Grass Knot. If you want to run Grass Knot, you could do that. Actually, if you have one, I'm running Future Sight for one Pokemon, and it's Tentacruel. Tentacruel is the second most obnoxious team in the Open Ultra League. Okay, so guys, keep up with me. The first obnoxious team in the first obnoxious Pokemon in the Open Ultra League is Greedent. The second is Tentacruel, okay? Let's agree on that. So that's why we have Cress with Guzzlord. We have Virizion here as a third because Virizion is the most disrespected Pokemon in the current Ultra League meta. I played games where my opponent was a triple weak to Virizion, just a 3-water, Slanturn, Poliwrath, Feraligatr, stuff like that. And the team is not mine. I said I need a Guzzlord team. I tried couple. Didn't go well for me because I was running it with Registeel. I tried it with Greedent, and I was being forced to play it as an ABB, and I'm not a person who plays ABB teams. That boy Jay, I asked him, like, build me a Guzzlord team. He's like, okay, run Cress and Virizion. So without further ado, I think I gave like a long introduction just for a simple reason, because I haven't made an Ultra League video since long time ago, and I feel like Ultra League deserves some respect from my end because I don't play it enough, and I've been molding every time I play it for one simple reason: I don't play it enough to know the meta, so I know what should I run. So let's just go and watch the battles. Today, I think we have 3 sets. So first lead, they have a Dragonite. This is where Guzzlord is actually the superior dragon. Look at the difference in health. Usually here, you could actually risk it and insta-throw, but to be honest, at low MMR, people always, they most likely will throw. So if they throw, you just get a free Dragon Tail, so I don't recommend that. And look at this, opponent literally safe swap the Feraligatr, and Feraligatr get one-shotted by the Virizion. And now they brought in Dragonite, and the reason I threw the double resisted move over the Sacred Sword is that I don't want this to KO, because I want them to like reduce my health. If you look, this is too healthy. For whatever they have. Okay, we get an extra double kick, and there is the Charizard. And now I think I should have done one more to try to force them to throw their energy and expect me, but I don't think I could have won if I did one more. So now we just go back to Guzzlord, do one, then throw. We shield, we do one. They are 3 away from the move, I think. So we have to insta throw here, like back to back. And look at this, like if we had a Giratina here, we would have lost the game because, for many reasons, because Giratina just get owned by Shadow Charizard and Shadow Dragonite. Like, they literally own Giratina, but Guzzlord, no, you can't do that. And another Pokemon what Guzzlord also destroy is the Giratina. Like, Giratina has been known for being like the most and the best Pokemon in the Ultra League, but Guzzlord beat it because they are forced to throw on good timing, and here they swapped in Feraligatr. What destroys Feraligatr? Guzzlord. What else? Well, Virizion. And now, since we landed the move, I don't care what they have. All I'm doing is I need to farm this thing all the way down. Opponent did not anticipate me running Virizion, so they did not respect it. I think there was a meta where, like, 3 seasons ago, people were running Virizion left and right, and now not as many people do run Virizion because it doesn't beat Poliwrath comfortably anymore. Poliwrath used to be the good matchup, but it's not the good matchup, and like The thing about Guzzlord, like, look at this. What is this angle? Like Niantic, like Guzzlord is so huge that literally, the dimensions of it has to give it like to you from a different angle so you could see the battle. Like, look at this. Like, have you ever seen Giratina being this small, or like Empoleon being this small? Well, they aren't the small or extra small Pokemons. It's just that Guzzlord is so huge in the battle. They brought in Empoleon, and as I said, people are just extremely weak to the deer, because okay, we banked the move, so we are supposed to go back to the deer and instead throw the move. We have two of them. The correct move to throw here is actually Sacred Sword, but both do KO, and I was like, okay, let's not reveal the Sacred Sword just in case we play the same opponent again. Opponent here is staying in for no reason. They don't win this game as this is too much of health for them to beat. We throw the Future Sight here just for you guys. If you haven't subscribed, that we do hit different stuff for you to get entertained. As an example, we throw the wrong move just to BM our opponent and make them upset. Feraligatr in the lead. If they have the shot, the Ice Beam, that's good for them. I am not shielding. Okay. Have you ever seen the battleground? Like, look at the angle here. Usually the battleground is on this side here, but again, because Guzzlord is so huge, you will see the battle from different angle, which might find like uncomfortable when you use Guzzlord. But once you started using the Guzzy, to be honest, this Pokemon is just so good to use. Like, look at this. What is Feraligatr gonna do? Like, throw Hydro Cannons? I don't care about you, dude. Look, I left this matchup with so much energy. We saw a Fairy. We are ABA weak to Fairy. I know some people will be like, how do you beat Fairies with this team? Okay, we're about to show you. Okay, we get to double the crunches. Insane. This Pokemon is just insane. Okay, they are down to half HP. We get the defense drop. And now all we need to do is just throw this Leaf Blade. Okay, we're throwing another leaf. Two Leaf Blades do not KO the Jellicent if it's an insanely good IP, which I'm assuming everyone does. But to be honest, we don't care about this at this point. Surf, we're calling a bait. Look at that. Just because I have two shield, that doesn't mean we're shielding with baits. And we call the bait, and now this is just a straightforward matchup. It was a straightforward matchup. Like, they can't even win this, even if they get a Moonblast debuff. Because if they get a Moonblast debuff, we will just win the timeout strategy. So we don't need to shield this. Moonblast, I feel like because this is Ultra League, okay, they got the Moonblast debuff. I should have the battles on like 3x time. What do we do now? Just going to shield, and I think we don't need to throw anything at this point. All we need to do is throw on 1 HP so we can KO through the shield. If they are at 1 HP, you can actually KO through the shield because a charge move, if it's shielded, it does 1 damage. I was hoping they shield, but they didn't. Okay, Sand Slash. So people will be like, oh, how do you beat this team how do you beat Sand Slash? Well, you might just don't, otherwise you might just do. So let's see. You have to stay in, and Shadow Claw is resisted by Guzzlord because of the Dark subtyping, and now we're just going to let that go and go. And we landed the crunch, to be honest. There is nothing that Guzzlord could do for me better than this. And to be honest, like, imagine if I have a Dragonite there. The Dragonite would have done me nothing. So that's where Guzzlord comes in handy, resisting the Shadow Claws, tanking the Ice Punch like a champ. Oh my, they get the Skull debuff. Of course, why not? Why do we have Future Sight? Literally for this matchup right here. So we go straight for the Future Sight. If they shield, good for them. I am not going to shield. Why? Because they are low enough to be KO'd by the Leaf Blade. So now it's going to come to the third Pokemon of my third, beats their third, and I'm assuming it's going to be something that answers Poliwrath. That's what I was supposed to say. Which was their own Poliwrath. So now Virizion into Poliwrath. It's a better match. It's a good matchup for the one who has energy lead, which we do here. So getting energy lead was kind of good for us. So we have to do 2 then throw 3. Sorry. So we have thrown good timing because good timing here is 1, 3, 5, which is basically odd numbers. What do we do? I think we do live an icy wind here. So we have to let it go. Opponent swapped. Guess what? We have double Sacred Sword for you ready to go, and we've hit them, and now we just Moonblast them, and we take this game home. So please, if you are watching these battles, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because 80% of my viewers are non-subs. So if you appreciate the content, please feel free to subscribe. It's free, you don't pay anything, but it helped the channel to grow and reach out to more audience. Someone once said like, yeah, so I don't want to do that because I don't want other people to find out about your teams. I'm like, wow. Okay, that's the first set. Okay, let me play the second set now. So this is the second set. Now we queued into a Feraligatr again. They stayed in. Usually, Feraligatr teams are always ABA weak to Guzzlord, and their Guzzlord answer is technically Poliwrath, but not that many people run Guzzlord. They swapped into Annihilate, so we just go to Cress here. And we can tank a move. They cannot tank my move because I'm doing super effective fast move and charge move. All we need to do is throw these Moon Blasts after the Moon Blast. We do live the next like a Night Slash, but we can just shield baits here, to be honest. Like it's not that big of an issue. We can do 3 then throw because they are 1 away, and now they just get to the next Ice Punch or the Shadow Ball, I think the Shadow Ball. They can't have 2 moves, so we can just let this go because we can just go, to be honest, and crunch them. This crunch doesn't KO, but we can Dragon Tail at this point, and now we're just relying on Virizion beating them because whatever they have should lose to Virizion unless it's a Charizard or something, and it is a Zygarde. Well, Zygarde is actually the better dragon here, but remember that they don't have a Dragon Claw, and Virizion just walls everything about Zygarde. Like, they run Crunch, Earthquake, both. Like, look how much damage that did. I think the answer was nothing, because that literally did like a similar amount to a Dragon Tail. Opponent trying to swap and catch, we don't care. Virizion is just gonna body them. This doesn't KO because Zygarde is just a beast, but you know who's a beast also? Virizion. That's why you should be using it, and that's why we're watching this video. Probably this video will be live at the end of Ultra League, so I know that not that many people would benefit from it, but to be honest, I wanted to climb a bit before we post it. And huge shout out to that boy Jay for the team. Actually, this is not mine. I think he might hit number 2 on leaderboard with this team. So yeah. They swap. We're playing Jingles. He's a Pogo streamer, so make sure to check his live stream at jingles.com. No, not jingles.com. What's his live stream? It's basically his team, his name. Yeah, Jingles21. Empoleon is the biggest core breaker for this team for one simple reason. We are ABA weak to Empoleon. Second reason is that whatever they have in the back, it must be 2 hard answers to Virizion and Poliwrath. Just as simple as that. Whatever in the back destroys Virizion and Poliwrath. Oh my, we don't have a Grass Knot here, and him shielding the Crunch was actually like a smart call by him. If he didn't shield it, because he would be forced to swap out here. Okay, I can't wait to see like a first Virizion counter. Okay, Dragonite. We have to, we hope. We shield this, and now he's going for the catch. It's a Venusaur in the back, so we don't win this game. As I said, the whatever in the back is supposed to be a Poliwrath / Virizion counters. GG's to Jingles, and now moving into the next battle, we get the second most obnoxious Pokemon in the entire Ultra League meta, which is Tentacruel. This is actually, any neutral matchup is a good matchup for Guzzlord. Just keep that in mind. Whenever you're doing a neutral damage, they are also doing a neutral like opponent here is trying to catch a move, and they ended up catching a super effective Crunch. And look at this, I am loaded on energy, so I don't need to swap out. Just because your opponent swap doesn't mean you swap. So now look at this, we're just going to no shield here, because even though we debuffed, this should not KO. So now one Dragon Tail, and now Guzzlord literally got rid of half of their team, a Pokemon and a half. So now my entire team, which is 2 full HP Pokemon, have one job, beating 1.5 Pokemon. We have Future Sight for this, and now I'm assuming they should have a stupid Greedent in the back. So we're just going to wait and see it. And now we just swap. And guess what, my friend? You can't run your core anymore because we have the answer for that. This is a very, very annoying lead, because if they have a Moonblast, actually, you don't win. Okay, yes, you are Dark type, but you take double super effective from Moonblast, so you have to shield. But the good news is, we are going to try to chip them as much as possible, and since Psycho Cut doesn't do any damage, we're just going to swap out to Cress. Okay, because I don't need to shield. They brought in a Feraligator. Since we have energy lead, I believe we should still win this matchup. Yes, they are doing super effective damage from Shadow Claw and Crunch, but remember, Cress is a beast. Cress is also a beast. This team has 3 beasts. Beasts, no pun intended, okay? Like, not because I'm using legendaries, I'm calling them beasts. No, these Pokemons are just too freaking good. This Future Sight does KO, so we're going to undercharge and get like 3 Psycho Cuts. But the question is, will it be enough? We don't know yet. I hope they bring in Cress, and we just don't care to shield at this point. And I think we go in Virizion here because we can just outpace, I think. Okay, we shield. We do one then throw. Oh, man. They have so much energy. Okay, we're throwing the Leaf Blade here. It does KO. They have Annihilate. And on paper, they should win this game. But remember, we have lots of energy here. So we're going to chip them. And they can't throw energy on Guzzlord. Like, if they have Night Slash, which they are supposed to, I know some people on Ice Punch, but it's not ideal. It's so funky to use Ice Punch. So we're going here. I think that was bad timing, but I thought this does KO, so I just throw it, and it turned out that it doesn't KO. So that was on me. But look at that. That was a horrible lead. We still won. And okay, I'm not going to like use 3 sets, but this is the second set. Basically, this is the last battle, I think. And here we have another lead, another Tentacruel in the lead. So just to stay in and try to chip as much as possible. This is a neutral. They built up to Blizzard and they throw. I don't mind shielding even if it's a Scald, because it actually it's worth the shield. Because usually, like, if they are running Scald, like, they should be Scalding instantly. And if they build for it, and if they have the Blizzard at this point, I don't care, because I'm going to get like a fat Psycho Cut down. Look how much damage we have. Now it doesn't matter what they have, I should win, just because like nothing walls Cress energy. Now chat be like, oh, what if they have A Slash? Like, I would beat A Slash at this point with this amount of energy, by the way. So they don't have Shadow Sneak, so we are in a fabulous moment here where like they do super effective damage, but it's not enough super effective damage. Like, my opponent is getting to a bad move, which is Dragon Claw, while I'm getting to a huge good move. I think at this point I'm supposed to swap out to Virizion and get a double kick down. And they do have their own Virizion, so since they... I don't know why I get denied. Because it didn't KO them, which means they also swapped. But for some reason I was 1 turn behind, which means I get the 1 turn desync, where like I came in late. Or like the game gave me a 1 turn swap for no reason, even though it's not supposed to. Oh my. Remember that I came in late this game, okay? So I came, like, game gave me a 1 turn desync. I tried to swap out there, but the game screwed me over, and now all I need is just to tap this move. Opponent had the move, but they came in late this time. So yes, they are supposed to win here, but I also lost a turn before. So it's kind of a fair, like the game here was fair. I lost a turn, they lost a turn. I lost a turn. Because of that, I get denied on a double kick. They lost a turn, their move didn't show up, but you know, like, you win games because of a lag, they lost game because of a lag, but this one felt different just because, you know, because I lost a turn and they lost a turn. So I'm gonna stop here, and hopefully I do a part 2 about this team. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching, and if you guys watch these battles, you know I was 2650 before this, and now we are at 2845. So 200 MMR with this team. To 2845, and the problem is I didn't climb more because we ran out of sets. So yeah, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much everyone for watching. This is the end of the video. If you guys like these videos, please leave a like. If you are new to the channel, subscribe, and see you in the next video. See you in the video, see you in the next one. Peace.